Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome to this evening's Team Eagles weekly Zoom. Happy to see you all here, and I know more people will be joining us in a short while, and a number of people listen to the recorded version once it goes up. So we have a few new people with us tonight. So let me just tell you, we are Mick and Jenny Daly, National Marketing Directors in your support line, living in the beautiful mountains of Colorado. I just had to pull the blind down because the sun is streaming through the window. It's in the 70s now, and summer is definitely on its way. Unlike Phoenix, of course, all know that we were in Phoenix about 10 days ago. Mick climbed Camelback, and I played tennis in 96-degree heat, and I believe it's about, what, Amanda, 103 or something today. So, Colorado. But we joined this business back in 1990. We are absolute products of the product Juice Plus, not having missed a single day in the last 25 years. And I think we can honestly say that at the ages of 69 and 71, we are fit, we are healthy, we take no medication whatsoever, which is quite shocking to some younger people these days. So we have to give Juice Plus some of the credit. We are also members of the prestigious 50 Club, almost 75 Club. Those of you who have been with us for a while will know what that means. And of course, we are very excited because many of us here tonight were in Phoenix at our Juice Plus Live conference. I know we had a call last Monday. Mick and I stopped on the way home for a couple of nights in Chinle, where we hiked the Canyon de Chelly. And if you've never been there, I tell you, it's on the kind of northeastern side of Arizona, and it's absolutely beautiful. It's stunning. It's magnificent. Had a wonderful time. So that's where we were talking to you last week. This week we are home. So enough about us. Mick, share the status of the contest.
Okay, well, I think I just did that, but hold on a second. Can you see that? Can you see that?
No, it's off to the right.
Off to the right? I don't know what that means.
It means I can see your email page on the... Oh, maybe it's my computer.
It must be your computer. You should only be able to see the trek to Tampa.
Okay.
Somebody give me a thumbs up if that's what you...
No, we can see more. We can see Nikki Golly's post.
Oh, well, okay. Let me try that again.
That's
see that?
Yes.
There you go.
Okay, good. Playing City Watsits. Okay, so we are, how many days in? Are we just like 6 or 7 days into the contest for the month of May, and it's already looking really interesting. So Dr. Kevin Ross, Dr. Ross, our wonderful chiropractor on our team out there in Phoenix. Dr. Ross was at the conference in Phoenix, and it looks like it had the desired effect because Dr. Ross, since conference, has sponsored 2 new team members, and he has 2 orders. So he is leading the contest right now. I know those of you who are on his team, Nicole and Amanda and many others, I'm not sure how you feel about that. Do you want him to run away with it, or do you want to compete with your wonderful mentor in Dr. Ross? Just kidding. Don't answer that question, anyone. But it's looking good so far. So we love the contest. We love what it is achieving, which is both...
Hey, look, it's in second place. Give me a mention.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Jenny. I was going to overlook you, but I can't do that, can I? My wonderful wife is in second place, having sponsored 2 new members on her team. And by the way, welcome to Debbie, whose second name I cannot pronounce. Welcome to the Zoom, Debbie. Welcome to the team. It's wonderful having you on board all the way from Florida. So we look forward to spending time with you in less than 6 months when our conference comes to Tampa. It'll be so good, and you live right there. Great to have you on board, Debbie. So yeah, sorry, Jenny. So yeah, contest is looking good. It's a lot of fun. And while we look at this, I can announce something really exciting. which is that our sponsor, Kurt Beavers, and we and a couple of his other team leaders are combining forces to put on a very, very special dinner party extravaganza at the Tampa conference in October. So it's going to be big, it's going to be special, and it's going to be laden with recognition and awards of many kinds, some that you're used to and some that you're not. So that's something to look forward to. Okay, let's move on from that to look at some of the results of, not results, but some of the outcomes from our time in Phoenix. So I hope you can see that.
Yep.
It's the new homepage of our teamjp.net team website. Those of you who've been with us a while will know that one of my hobbies has been building websites, but I am only a hobbyist. I'm not a professional. So I am delighted when others take the baton from me and improve on it dramatically. And that's pretty much what has happened over the last couple of years, or more than a couple of years. What you see here, this website, top left, the healthyrevolution.com website, it's been around for a year or two now, but since the conference, it has been dramatically improved. I'll give you a preview of that in a moment. The brand new website over on the right-hand side is the business equivalent of healthyrevolution.com, which is thefreedomrevolution.com. This website is health education and programs and other materials for our customers. This is for our business prospects and new reps. And I'll give you a little sneak preview of both of those in a moment. But the other changes I've made to our homepage at teamjp.net are this: to highlight the What is Juice Plus page, which I think, let's go there just briefly. The featured video.
When it comes to our health, diet is at the center of everything. And fruits and vegetables.
If you were at the Phoenix conference, you will recognize that video because it is the new super duper all-encompassing product video. It covers all of our products. It does it in a beautiful way. For me, it is the go-to video to show to a prospective customer of Juice Plus. But I've incorporated it into this whatisjuiceplus.info website so that it is the featured video at the top. But then you see, if you're familiar with jpvideos.tv, these are the rest of the videos that are featured right there. You can also, if you prefer,
and fruits and vegetables need to be at the center of.
You can share just this one video with your clients, with your prospects, with your customers, with anyone you want to, without it being part of what I just showed you, whatisjuiceplus.info. But as you can probably gather, I love this combination, featured video. And if you're not familiar with this, then here's the other thing that is, I think, pretty cool about it. If you want someone to see the video on how our farmers grow Juice Plus and how they contribute to the product that we love and that we promote, then you can click on that video from farm to capsule and up it pops. If you want someone to see how Juice Plus is made, then you click on that. I know I'm teaching Granny to suck eggs for some of you, but for some of you, perhaps not. So let's go back to teameagles.net. So what is Juice Plus? That website is perfect to share the videos on the product for our prospective customers and to give extra education to our customers. And then we have the wonderful mission-driven model, which is the all-encompassing business website for all Juice Plus reps. Then the other featured pages from teamjp.net are the step 1 of the 4 steps for new reps, which is how to get your business off the ground. And secondly, the page which describes our entire liftoff system for new Juice Plus reps, your fast track to success, which duplicates the information that if you're familiar with mission-driven-model.info, this is taken from that, but it's part of our teamjp.net website also. And then lastly, 2 items at the bottom here, the importance of getting customer qualified and a link to our Shred 10 page, which explains everything you need to know as a rep about our Shred 10 program. So let's go back to the top here. Many of us have been using the healthylivingrevolution.com website for some time. And I trust you can still see this. If you can't, please let me know. But this website has become the go-to place for information and education for our customers. And if you aren't familiar with this, I strongly recommend you come back and you explore all of the elements of healthylivingrevolution.com. For now, let me just highlight this one thing, which for me is one of the best elements of this website, that every month our wonderful Healthy Living Revolution team feature a new healthcare professional explaining some aspect of health, sometimes disease, and certainly always the power of nutrition in that context. And the latest, which is new as of last Sunday, is one of our favorites, Dr. Valerie Miles, covering, and she's a pediatrician, so she is covering what she calls Start Strong, the ripple effect in the next generation. HealthyLivingRevolution.com, a wonderful source of tremendous resources for our prospective customers and our actual customers. Now let's take a quick look at the TheFreedomRevolution.com, which is brand new as of the Phoenix conference. For those of you who remember TeamEagles.net, this replaces my far more amateur version of this. Excuse me. So TheFreedomRevolution.com, and I've had several of you comment on just the effectiveness and the symbolism of Freedom Revolution. It really does communicate what our business opportunity offers people, freedom in the best way. So the homepage of TheFreedomRevolution.com has one of my favorite introductory videos right there. But don't miss the fact, especially if you're looking at this on a smartphone or an iPad, you may miss the fact that there is much more. This is so powerful. Each of these videos features individuals who have great stories to share from the perspective of those in the military and what this business has offered them to provide more freedom. Folks like us, prime timers, They've actually changed the name of that. It was Silver Seniors, but they've now made it Prime Time. I love that.
Preferred.
Teachers. We have lots of teachers in this business, and each of these videos shares stories from teachers, from other kinds of professionals, from parents of kids, medical professionals, entrepreneurs and free spirits, and athletes. And
hello, everyone.
Let me just bring this one up quickly.
And I'm so glad that you've joined us. I'm excited to share a few stories with you from our Healthy Living Revolution community. You're going to hear from athletes and those that have an athletic mindset and who've partnered with the Juice Plus company to make a bigger impact in the world around them. Juice Plus made immediate sense to me. I saw plant powders as a simple and smart health food. And ever since, I've been conditioning my body every day with produce concentrates. Prior to launching my Juice Plus business, though, in my 20s and 30s, I was kind of just transport for testosterone across sports and money and technology. Overtraining ended my professional athletic career. Ambition drove me to Wall Street. Desire to make money fast sucked me into the dot-coms. I was successful.
So if you don't know Jeff Olson, he was an Olympic downhill skier, two-time. He's an awesome guy. He is very eloquent. He's awfully good looking. So he's the perfect guy to head up the athletes video introducing the Freedom Revolution for those who are athletes or maybe want to be athletes. So this is just an incredibly powerful resource, which I am not hyping when I say that if you and I will use these story videos to share with people so if you watch some of the stories of entrepreneurs and free spirits, I guarantee it will bring someone to mind who you'll think, oh, Jane needs to watch this, or Joe, I need to share this with Joe. And it will open the door to new customers because they'll love what they hear about the product, but certainly prospects for our business as well. But beyond that, so the homepage is for prospects. But then once those prospects have joined your team along with your existing team members, then you go to the Getting Started page. Now, these other pages, Getting Started, Frequently Asked Questions, Videos, Compensation Plan, Documents, are all password protected. But since I've already signed in, the password for each of these sections is Revolution. One word, lowercase, Revolution. Once you've signed in, and your computer stays on, then you don't need to sign in again. But this is what I want to focus for the moment. These other sections are fantastic as well, but let's look at Getting Started. The first thing is to download the starter guide. Oh my goodness. This thing is absolutely fantastic. And honestly, from here on, none of us have any excuse for failing to get a new team member, someone we sponsor into this business, to get them off on the right start. This starter guide is incredible. Now, let me just highlight something for you. Don't just bring it up in your browser as I just did, but when you bring it up in your browser, make sure you download it and use it from your computer, because it's not just a brilliant document, it's interactive. So you get to do this.
I see.
You get to type into the document whatever you want. You get to use the memory jogger embedded in the document. And when you do that in the saved version on your computer, then you get to save it, and it becomes a living document, a living starter guide. Guys, it's incredible. It's tremendous. So once you've downloaded the starter guide, once your new team member under your guidance has downloaded the starter guide, Then for each section in the starter guide, you have a video that guides you.
Congratulations on your decision to join the Juice Plus mission.
Yes, that is the Lauren Lahav, Lauren Slocum as was, who closed our conference in Phoenix, who was phenomenal. She will help you cast vision for your new team member. What's the next step? It's making your list.
Hi everyone, my name is Jenna Wu, and this is my husband Jake.
Hi there.
The young power couple in our business, Jenna, who will give birth in a few days to their first child. I love those guys. They're awesome. And they help your new team member to make the list, to create the memory jogger, to do it as the most important starter tool in their new business. Having made the list, then you need to know what to do with the list. Excuse me. And as most of us know, what you do with your list, you arrange through many different ways to actually share your story, your product story, with the folks on your list, one person at a time. You can use texting, you can sit down at a coffee shop, you can do it in a number of ways, but sharing your product story is critical, and we'll come back to that before we close this out in a few minutes. After your product story, you need to share your business story. And before you can share your story, what do you have to do? You have to develop your story. I had this up previously. I've lost it temporarily. But the starter guide has what you need to write, to craft your story, your product story, and your business story. After that, you want to make the most of events. And so Danette Blair and Laurie Kendall explain the power of events and how to make use of different events. Inviting is so important. Inviting people to these events is another skill to learn. And Leslie Shermack explains how to develop that skill of inviting. We don't want to miss the fact that social media is a powerful aid to our business. And as she did at our conference in Phoenix, Deanna Rose covers that topic. All of this is completely wasted time and effort unless you learn the art and the skill and the discipline of great follow-up. And then Danny Martin from Louisiana. Thank goodness there is another man apart from Jake Rude on these videos. And so Danny explains the power of expanding your team and how to go about that. And then lastly, Beverly Grandison covers what's next. Oh, the sun's shining right in my face. Love it. So, I hope those of you who are on and those of you who watch this recording get the clear indication that we have a set of resources, tools, particularly the most powerful videos we've ever had that provide us with exactly what we need to be able to share the product, the business, to share our healthy revolution and our freedom revolution with anyone and everyone we know, with huge confidence, with great hope, and with high expectations. Now,
can we open it up for questions now?
Yeah, we can. Let me say one more thing. So we should by now have had, and within a matter of hours, we will have the video that Kurt Beavers and many of the speakers at our Phoenix conference have put together to share the detail of our conference, to share the nuggets from the trainings, to share the new resources, the new, a lot of the new materials that the company has produced for us. And that should be available to us very, very, very quickly now. It should have been available now, but I think Kurt had problems getting some of the Aussies to come up with the goods. And that's fine because they had a long way to travel. So yeah, let's open it up. Questions and comments.
You will need to unmute yourself.
Let me unmute everybody for those who are muted. Have any of you used any of these materials yet? Any of these new resources?
Yeah. I've used them. I actually have a new rep that signed up who is not a technology person at all. And what I did is I printed out the starter guide for her and we walked through it together. And on the ones that I really felt needed the video, which I encouraged her to do all of them, but I was like, you really need to go to the library and watch this one or whatever. And so I was able to give that to her and she's been going through it. And it's going really well.
Well done, Nicole. And by the way, Daisy is a prime timer like me.
Right. Yeah. She's awesome. I adore her. So I was really excited about that. And I've also actually sent the website for a couple of prospects to take a look and, you know, letting them know, saying, I'll follow up to you on Friday because I'm excited to hear what you think. But if if another day works better, don't hesitate to reach out. So yeah, I am super stoked about it because I feel like it's been a missing link for me.
Absolutely.
So it fills that for me.
Well, I also used one of the videos today from the Healthy Living Revolution page featuring Dr. Jan Roberto, because as you people in Arizona know that you have an event coming up in Phoenix featuring Dr. Roberto in 10 days' time. And we have a new rep down there in Scottsdale. And so I forwarded the invitation to the event, again, stressing the importance of events, and said, if you'd like to take a glimpse of Dr. Roberto, here's a 6-minute webinar where she talks about Juice Plus. So another way to use the videos at the website.
Who else?
Another thing we're doing is we're kind of all sponsoring ourselves all over again. So everybody on our team is just pretending like we're brand new, and we've gone through all of them and then kind of brainstormed this morning pros and cons and things that we thought were helpful. Michelle, I guess, just got off, but she and I walked her new rep this morning through it, and she actually took a couple hours this afternoon and worked through all these, and then went and explained it to her massage therapist. So yeah, so she used that for her massage therapist, and she's brand new. She just signed up. So that was
wonderful. Just to clarify, we're talking about thefreedomrevolution.com.
Yep, that's one.
And over the next week to 10 days, every morning you'll see one of those videos in that sequence posted in our Team Eagles Facebook group so that everybody gets a chance to watch. And each video is typically very short, 4 to 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Anybody else?
I have a question. Mick, if I download that to my iBooks as a PDF, the guide, will it still be interactive?
On your iPad?
Yes.
I don't know. You'll have to figure that out. I stopped using an iPad about a year and a half ago because I've got another device. Anyway, I'm not sure. I would guess so, knowing Apple, but I can't be sure.
What was the question about the iPad and downloading something?
Sorry, Jason.
If I save the guide to my iBooks, will it still be interactive?
On your iPad?
On my iPad.
Yes.
I think so. The links should work within its own document. Yeah, they should be.
Okay.
Thanks, Jason.
Yep.
Okay. Anybody else?
I don't have any questions, but I agree with Nicole. Sorry, it's a little dark outside. But I agree with Nicole. It's like the missing link. I've only looked at the Freedom Revolution, but absolutely loved what I've seen so far. And like my mom said, we've worked all the way through it like we're brand new. And there's a lot of really good stuff on there.
There absolutely is. Okay, I know I'm going to run over just slightly, but I need to do this as well. So I need to go back here and just quickly show you this, because this has been around the healthylivingrevolution.com. Oh, wrong one. Sorry, beg your pardon. Wrong one. It's this one. Mission-driven model. It's been around for a while, and that doesn't look any different. But we now have these links at the top. And if you click on each one of these, this is what it looks like. And this is another new, vast improvement to what we've had before. It's absolutely awesomely spectacular. So I'm just saying, missiondrivenmodel.info has also been given a huge facelift, and it's remarkable. So I guess the last thing I need to say is that teamjp.net, it's still there, it's still useful, but honestly, I've been surpassed, and I'm delighted to say, surpassed by all these other wonderful resources and websites. And really the only thing, I'm going to kill Jenny, she's going to hate me for this, but the only thing that I can say teamjp.net is useful for anymore is when you think of, okay, what are the requirements for instance, what are the requirements for me to get a promotion? Then use the search box. What? Well, that's silly. It hasn't even brought up what I wanted it to do. Oh, are you kidding me? Well, okay, that failed dismally because there is a page which explains exactly, there you go. And it came up beautifully for me earlier. But all of the requirements, including the updated requirements for getting the next promotion, are right there. And I'm not sure that they are anywhere else in quite that form. So there we go. Okay, Jenny, you can stop me talking and close this out.
Oh, there's a lot to digest there, you know. And initially when we came back from conference and I saw all this new stuff, I was thinking, oh my gosh, you know, it's all kind of sounds so complicated now, and this has to be a simple business. But believe me, folks, it really is not complicated. It's just that, you know, people resist change. And I'm one of those people, all right? I felt very comfortable with everything that we were doing, but we're moving now into a different season. And I just encourage you to take a little bit of time and explore and see what's there. It reminds me of back in the day when I was first introduced to a computer. And Mick said, look, just play around with it for a while, all right? Until you figure it all out and get comfortable. And that's exactly what we have to do here. And once you understand it, it really is a very simple system. So,
can I say something, Jenny?
Yes, Sandy.
Real quick. I think we really need to give Mick some kudos for.
Yeah.
We wouldn't have any of this if it hadn't been for Mick and Kurt Beavers, because they initiated utilizing online and computer and everything, and it's come a long way for us. But it was Mick.
Thank you. Thank
with
you.
a lot of
Led the way.
Thank you, Sandy. I only take credit for one thing. I purchased the very first juiceplus.com domain name. I had it, and then I had to let corporate buy it from me.
And they didn't give you much for it, did they?
And I think they paid me $25.
Well,
And that was a long time ago.
You could have been a .com millionaire.
Yeah, the other thing, Mick, is you're still the only one with a search button. And that is a lifesaver for me all day long. So,
I second that too.
Okay, so Melinda, they've promised me that the next generation of the virtual office will have a search button. But we may have to wait another year.
We just keep coming to yours.
That's right. That's right.
Okay, everybody, thank you so much for giving up a little bit of time this evening. We appreciate all of you, each and every single one of you. And Just if you have any, yeah, I was about to say, if you have any questions relating to this or anything else, you know we are very approachable, and Melinda already has a question. Yes.
I was just going to throw out there, if you haven't worked yourself through this pretending you're a brand new rep, it's about 2 or 3 hours. I mean, it's not like, and I did it in the car while Mark was driving. So it's not going to take you a whole lot of time. I did the whole thing all in once, but you could easily break it up. But you know, about 2 hours, you'll be all the way through it and up to speed. So
awesome advice, Melinda. Awesome.
Good. All right. Well, same time, same place next week. We look forward to seeing you all again then. In the meantime, have a wonderful week.
And I'll be looking for volunteers next week to come and share your story, your product story and or your business story. And we'll continue that for a number of Mondays from now on, because that is so important. God bless everybody.
Can I make a quick comment?
Bye.
One quick comment.
Yeah.
Nick, you asked today whether I had put somebody onto Facebook. I won't mention her name here. I haven't spoken to her in years, but she's on my dream list. So I reached out and I called her today, left a message, and I hope to give you a story about what's happened next time, because I didn't enter her as a new distributor and she's not doing Juice Plus yet. So I have no idea how she appeared on Facebook.
She appeared in our team Facebook group.
With my name there.
With you as having added her.
I have no idea.
It's the most mysterious thing we've ever seen.
Maybe it's the universe putting out to me, hey, call her. So I have.
Isn't it great to have that kind of nudge, Janet?
That wasn't a nudge. That was a shove off.
It's a shoulder tap. It's a shoulder tap.
I love it. Keep us informed. Good night, everybody. God bless.